everybody, I welcome you all to the Tech Byte series of SAP Build Process Automation. This is part 1 of the series. Here we understand the overview of SAP Build Process Automation that helps us to automate business processes in a simpler and faster approach. Agenda. We shall see what is SAP Build Solutions and to which BTP pillars they belong to. What is SAP Build Process Automation? Its key capabilities. The most important part, how to create your very first business process using SAP Build Process Automation. SAP Build offers SAP Build Apps, SAP Build Process Automation, and SAP Build Workzone tools. Using SAP Build Apps, you can create and extend business applications. With process automation, you can create workflows and automate tasks. Using SAP Build Workzone, you can create beautiful business websites and corporate portals. You can do all this with drag and drop simplicity. You don't need any coding skills to do so. That sounds fantastic and encourages us to try our hands on right away. Here is the overview of SAP BTP solution. As we all know, it has 5 key pillars: application development, automation, integration, data analytics, and artificial intelligence. The SAP Build solutions belong to application development and automation pillars. Coming to SAP Build Process Automation specifics, it unifies workflow management and intelligent robotic process automation as a single tool. Using this, you can create and manage business workflows and automate the repetitive, mundane, manual tasks and decisions to boost productivity, at the same time reducing the manual errors. The core capabilities of SAP Build Process Automation include creation of process and workflows, forms and multi-step approvals to trigger the process, task automation like copy-paste, document extraction with bots, business rules and decisions, pre-built content. You don't need to create everything from scratch. Standard workflows are available out of the box for faster workflow development. Document understanding, process visibility and flexibility, seamless integration with other application development tools like SAP Build Apps, SAP Build Workzone, SAP Build Code professional tools. Also enable us to realize enterprise automation using SAP Integration Suite and SAP Signavio. In this demo, I will show you how you can create your very first business process using SAP Build Process Automation tool. Let's get started. Go into the sub-account. Under Services, choose Instances and Subscriptions. If you would like to learn how to subscribe to SAP Build Process Automation services on BTP trial version, then here is a step-by-step video tutorial created by my colleague Daniel. I am linking it here. Do check this out. Open SAP Build Process Automation application. So now we have entered SAP Build Lobby. This is a central entry page or central entry point for all SAP Build related tools and artifacts. SAP Build tools like Build Apps, Process Automation, Workzone, now the newly added SAP Build Code, all can be accessed using SAP Build Lobby, and whatever the projects we create, those can be managed here. In order to create a business process, click on the Create button. Select Build an Automated Process. Now select Business Process. Before creating the business process, we need a business process project. This project acts as a container to hold the business process and all the related artifacts. The scenario or the use case chosen here is sales order management. I will give the project name as sales order management project. We'll give the same as description and click on create. Now this project opens up in a new tab. Now we have to give the business process name. I will give the process name as sales order handling. Sales order handling process. Description as a process to handle sales orders. Click on create. Now the process builder opens up. This is a vertical layout. Previously we used to have a horizontal layout. Now for the usability reasons and as an improvement, a side panel here. This is the side panel. So before we create the business process, I would like to show you a block diagram of what we are going to do next. First, we have created the business process project, and then we have created the sales order handling process. This is the second step what we have done. To give you the big picture overview, 3 personas comes into picture here. First is the business expert or citizen developer or a functional consultant. This is the person who actually builds or creates the business process. The second persona is the sales representative. This is the person who will be using the sales order form. This sales order form acts as a trigger form. All the sales order details have to be filled in and sent over to sales manager for approval. Sales manager is the third persona. He or she will review the sales order approval form with all the sales order details, and depending on the fulfillment condition, he or she will reject it or approve it. So in the fifth step, this approval or rejection notification forms has to be created, and they will be sent over to the sales representative in order to notify the status. So this is the big picture overview of what we are going to do next. Now I will be playing the role of a citizen developer or business expert and creating or designing the business process from end to end. First, I will create a sales order form that acts as a trigger. For that, click on Add a Trigger. The business process has a definitive start and end. In order to start a process, there are 3 methods supported. It can be started using a form, or it can be started using an API trigger from SAP or non-SAP systems. Third is an event from SAP or non-SAP system can trigger this process. For this demo purpose, I will be using the first method where I create a form and submit it in order to trigger the process. Click on Submit Form. Click on Blank Form. I will give the form name as Sales Order Details. A form to collect sales order details as description, and click on Create button. Now this form is created, it has to be configured. Click on Open Editor. This is a form designer. Using drag and drop of the UI elements, this form can be designed. I will be using one header. It is subheading, and I will give the heading as sales order details. Subheading as sales order details to collect data by sales representative. Okay, and we need important fields like customer name, order ID as a text field, order amount, it's a numeric value, it is a number field, and the expected delivery date, it's a date field. Expected delivery date. We are designing this form for a sales representative. We can mark few fields as mandatory by configuring it as required. Order ID is required. Order amount is required. And expected delivery date is required.
Great. What's the bad about that?
And just name it as form. Sales order details form to collect data by sales representative, and click on save.
Wait, but if you are speaking, I'll put it.
I will go back to the process.
We thought something and I think I did.
This form acts as a trigger to start the process.
Yeah. We gained this.
Now I have to create the approval form, which can be used by the sales manager. Click on Add Process Step, the plus icon, choose Approval. Click on Blank Approval. Sales Order Approval Form. As the name, give the description as a sales order form for review. Click on Create. A sales order approval form is created. So this approval form has two outcomes: an approved path or rejected path. For both of these paths, we need to create the notification forms. We'll do it in later steps. For now, I will configure the order approval form. Now the form is created, it has to be configured. Click on the three dots, click on Open Editor. This sales order approval form has to be designed. Heading 1, Heading 2, Heading Sales Order Form for Review. Sales Order Form for Review by Sales Manager. Okay, and we need the same fields, key fields like the order customer field, It's the order ID field,
Yeah.
order amount field, and the expected delivery date field. Expected delivery date. So we'll mark all the fields as now it is coming from sales representative to the sales manager, and we have to make all these fields as a read only.
Now.
We can click the read only and make it as read only field, and we can add an additional text notification after the approval or rejection. Your sales order has been
Smugly,
reviewed. Click on save. You can see this approve form has approve reject buttons. This will be used by the sales manager.
I like going in American kind. Okay, well,
This form has to be configured because this form will be going to the sales manager's inbox. Subject, give the subject as a sales order, and we get the sales order ID from the sales order details. The trigger form's output acts as input for these for this order approval form. We can get the sales order ID here as a sales order. The sales order ID is waiting for your approval. This we can provide in the subject line, and priority we can set as high, and users is the email ID of the sales manager. Here for the simplification purpose, I will be using my own process started by, means it is it will take my account's inbox ID, and groups is you can give a bunch of email addresses here using the group configuration. So once this is set, we have to also configure the inputs for this form. We will be mapping the inputs from the output of the trigger form. The trigger will output these fields, and these fields acts as input for the sales order approval form. Customer will be mapped to the customer field. Expected delivery date will be mapped to the expected delivery field. Order amount to the order amount field. Order ID to the order ID field.
so now you know.
Okay, these are the inputs.
M1.
We shall save it as form is configured. Now, depending on the approval or rejection, notification forms has to be created. For that, it is a form. Click on blank form. Approval means it's confirmed. your sales order confirmed. A form to handle confirmation, and click on create. Now we see the form is created, the notification form. This notification form has to be sent to the sales representative. For that, your sales order ID, we get it from here, has been confirmed. This will go to the sales representative's inbox. For this simplification purpose, I will be adding my inbox ID here. By clicking on this process started by, it will come to my inbox. Since I will be playing the role of a sales representative in this, process started by as the user. Okay, and I will save this form. I will be using one header saying your sales order has been confirmed. Congrats. And save it. Now we also have to create the rejection notification. For that, we need not to create this from scratch. Go to the project overview. This is the order confirmed form. Here we can duplicate this in order to create a sales order rejected notification. This is an interesting feature to duplicate the existing form to save the time. Click on duplicate and just change this message. Your sales order has been rejected. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. And save it. Click on process. Now this form can be added here. Click on form. Here we get the sales order rejected, the form we just created. Click on this. It will be getting added. For the subject, your sales order, get the sales order ID from here, the trigger has been rejected. The user is the process started by, save the form. So this is the complete picture of the business process from start to end. The process is started using a sales order details, which is used by the sales representative. Then after submit, it will come as a sales order approval form to the sales manager. Based on his or her decision, it will be confirmed or rejected, and we have this notification forms, and then the process will end. In the next part, I will be showing you how you can release, deploy, and test this business process. If you have enjoyed the session, then do subscribe to SAP Developers YouTube channel for more such interesting and up-to-date content from SAP Developers. Thank you for watching.